took a shooting class a while back where the instructor was a police officer for 30 years. There were several police officers attending this class, so there were a few stories shared and a few techniques being discussed. During the final test, I only had 2 magazines and didn't fully understand my scope yet. I decided to quit on getting all the hits required for the 400-meter target so I would have ammo for the rest of the final test. After this test, the instructor told a story about how he hates to see people give up. This is that story. The instructor was out on a patrol and did a traffic stop. The alleged suspect was not quite the friendliest in conversation. It wasn't long before this suspect tackled the officer, who was all alone with the subject with no one around in the night. This suspect was grabbing for the instructor's gun and got his hands on it. The instructor started crying and said, "This is when I knew I was going to die. I was in my early 20s and I was going to die. This is it." The officer and the suspect both had their hands on the gun, and the officer was either going to die or get the gun back. Being knocked down with his back against the pavement, an adult man with both of his hands on the officer's gun, alone at night, the officer couldn't give up because no one could help him even if he asked for it. The instructor was able to get control over the gun, and when the suspect was neutralized, the officer was under a pile of blood and a lifeless aggressor. If the instructor gave up that night and accepted that he was going to die, then he'd have been dead, and an aggressive individual would have a loaded gun. No one would even know who the suspect was because the instructor was all alone with the suspect. This might sound like fantasy to you. This footage isn't from the same situation, but if you want a first-person perspective of what it's like, see what happened to this officer.
Delta 23, Delta 5, you 10-4.
Affirmative 10-4.
I'm
placing you under arrest.
Listen to me.
No.
Are you going to be mean, or you can do this nice? I'm asking you to do this.
I'm asking you to put your hands behind your back.
I'm asking you to do this nice.
Get out of the way.
I'm asking you to do this nice.
Hey, wait.
I'm asking you to do this nice.
Let go of me. Let go of me.
I am stronger than you.
Let go of me.
I can do whatever
Let go of me.
Sean, stop it. God in heaven, stop it.
Hey!
Look at me. Stop. Look at me. Wait. Stop.
I'm asking you to
Stop.
do
Wait.
this nice.
You put your hands down.
Hey, no.
You back up. Put your hands down.
You want to shoot me? You shoot me.
Put your hands down. Do not tell me what to do.
I know. Can you wait till the
No!
people...
Back up! Back up! Back up!
You're making a...
Back up!
Sean.
You don't touch my mother. My house.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
You hurt my mother. You hurt my mother.
No!
Don't hurt my mother.
Back up!
You don't hurt my mother. You don't hurt my mother. Hey, put your hands up. You want to punch me, mother?
Are you alright? Are you okay?
I'm not shot.
Hey, tell them I'm with you. Sierra 24 is considered.
You're adult 23. Sierra
24.
24 is 10-6. We need 1051.
Where's the gun? Does he have a gun?
No, it's my gun.
Alright. Give me your cuffs. You're alright.
Delta 5, you copy?
Secure your gun.
Affirmative, they're
gun
taking
in.
Delta 23, everyone's on the way.
Alright. Are you hurt?
I've been slammed to the ground.
Hey, look at your holster. Look at your holster. There you go. You're alright. Help me secure this motherfucker. He's out. Get his hand. Alright, listen.